Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultan of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives a written message from His Majesty the King of Bahrain to attend the 37th session of the GCC Supreme Council. The results of the 26th edition of Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran competition are announced. And field studies reveal the existence of 35 Arabian leopards in the mountains of Governorate of Dhofar. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a written message from His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa of the Kingdom of Bahrain, inviting His Majesty to attend the 37th session of the GCC Supreme Council, due to be held on the 6th and 7th of December 2016 in Bahrain. The message was handed over to His Excellency Ambassador Mohammed bin Nasser Al Wahabi, head of the GCC Department of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, when they received his General Diwan of the Foreign Ministry. His Excellency Khalid Ahmed Al Mansour charged the affair of the Embassy of Bahrain in Muscat. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received more cables of greetings from a number of leaders of friendly countries and senior international figures on the occasion of the 46th Glorious National Day. In their cables, they expressed their sincere greetings and best wishes of good health, happiness and long life to His Majesty and the Omani people for the progress and prosperity under His Majesty's wise leadership. His Majesty received cables from His Majesty Hajj Hassan Al Bulqiya, Sultan of Brunei Darussalam, Her Excellency President Kristi Kajlan of Estonia, His Excellency President Georgi Margvelashvili of Georgia, His Excellency President Borut Pahor of Slovenia, His Excellency President Tomislav Nikolic of Serbia, His Excellency President Francois Hollande of France, His Excellency President Tran Dai Quang of Vietnam, Her Excellency President Dalia Grybauskaitė of Lithuania, Her Excellency President Marie-Louise Colero Precha of Malta, His Excellency President Tin Kyor of Myanmar. His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jabbar Al Sabah, Deputy Emir Heir Apparent of the State of Kuwait, His Royal Highness Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, Prime Minister of Bahrain, His Excellency Alexander Vučić, Prime Minister of Serbia, His Excellency Nguyen Xuan Phuc, Prime Minister of Vietnam, His Excellency Anirudh Jugnauth, Prime Minister of Mauritius, and His Excellency Dr. Yusuf bin Ahmed Al Uthaymin, Secretary General of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC. The results of the 26th edition of Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran competition were announced in a press conference held at the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in the Governorate of Muscat. They were announced by His Excellency Habib bin Mohammed Al-Riyami, Secretary General of the Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Cultural and Sciences. Around 2011 competitors from around the Sultan took part in the competition. It's worth mentioning that the competition aims at motivating students to memorize the Holy Quran and follow its principles and teachings. The participants expressed their happiness in participating in such events, adding that such competitions encourage them to study the Quran, get acquainted with its sciences, and implement its rules. $16.3 billion Omani Riyals is the cost of capital expenditure that the National Program for Economic Diversification (TANFID) is seeking to generate from the investment opportunities of the initiatives which will commence at the beginning of next year. 80% in the private sector share, whereas 20% is for projects and initiatives of the public sector. The minister concerned, besides the private sector, will be implementing each project and initiative with the support of the implementation and follow-up support unit. These initiatives are expected to provide 30,000 work opportunities to Omanis. The community participation continues for the second day in the third phase of the program that is meant to involve the society in the future economic vision and plans. To elaborate more on this subject, with us in the studio is Mr. Ahmed Ibrahim Al-Shukaili. Welcome. He is the financial analyst in Tanfeed program.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Ahmed, welcome to our News Bulletin. Could you please brief us about the main discussions of aspects reached the phase of community participation of Tanfeed program?
Well, as you may know, the Tanfeed program focuses in three main sectors, which is manufacturing, logistics, and tourism, with two main enablers, finance and labor. Each of these sectors has panels, which includes all of the outputs after the 6 weeks Tanfeed labs with all the participant initiatives. So basically, the public are coming there and see these initiatives and start asking about how you are going to implement all these initiatives and where it will be funded from. And even the investors start coming and see the opportunities out of these focus sectors.
Okay, what is the work mechanism of the implementing the offered projects, the cost of which is exceeded 16 billion Omani Riyals?
True. Well, actually, as we call it, the true north or the goal of Tanfeed is to participate the private sector with more than 80%, while the government will be fund only the 20%.
20%.
So we come up with, we created a lab or a work stream, we call it Project Financing Lab, and they have discussed, the participants discussed the mechanism of funding and create a roadmap for the private sector that can be easily funded by them or fully funded by them or participated with the government by public-private partnership projects or even fully funded by government. So that particular group or work stream has worked through all the 6 weeks and make the effort of creating a new mechanism or creative financing instrument for this project.
Are there a specific time?
Yeah, there is a specific time. So for each initiatives, for all of these projects or all of these sectors, the participants has come up with the KPIs of the implementation, and they come up with the plan. We call it 3-feet plan, a well-detailed plan for each initiative, when it will be started until the end, and who will implement it, and specifically if there is any legislation needs to be changed and any budget needed.
And what is the expected outcome from the community participation to enrich Tanfeed program?
Honestly, the open days is about participate the public to give us a feedback or give the output of Tanfeed labs a feedback, so we can adjust or monitor our reports. So I'm definitely sure their comments will add the value on the initiatives.
And this is everyone is welcome, the
actually,
and the expatriates at the same time.
True, everyone is welcome. I'm sure that every comment will add the value on Tanfeed, and for people who they are away from Muscat, they can access tanfeed.gov.om. They will see all of the participant initiatives and they can comment and make the survey available online.
Okay. Is there any other point you'd like to add?
No, thank you so much. And most of the people are welcome in Tanfid, and we'll be waiting for you on new exhibition in Hill 5.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you
so
very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Mr. Ahmed Ashukeli. Computer Science Development Institute and the Environmental Conservation Office of the Diwan of the Royal Court organized a lecture entitled Field Studies of the Arabian Leopards and the efforts of the Sultan to protect it from extinction. The lecture addressed several themes, most notably the Sultan's efforts in the protection of the Arabian leopard since 1986 till now, a period of 3 decades of sincere and hard efforts. The lectures also focused on some field studies that reveal the existence of the 35 Arabian leopards in the mountains of the Governorate of Dhofar. The lecture launched on the initial measures taken by the Sultan to protect the Arabian leopards from extinction, most notably the legislation to prevent tigers hunting since 1976, the establishment of the Center for Breeding in Captivity, and launch of a center to protect them in wildlife. Still to come, our news bulletin. The College of Applied Science in Sur opens the Mass Communication Digital Studio. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Within the aim to enhance the cultural aspects in the Sultanate, Al Ghasham House Museum in the Wilayah of Wadi Al Ma'awil was opened under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Said in the presence of a number of officials. The museum is one of the archaeological, architectural and historic landmarks in the Wilayah. It will play a cultural, tourism and economical roles. The museum was renovated according to the ancient Omani architectural style. The International Association for the Evaluation of Educational Achievements, IEA, announced today the results of the international study in math and science, which was conducted in 2015. The Sultan, presented by the Ministry of Education, participated in that study. The Sultan began to participate in the study at its 4th session with 8th grade only. It participated in the following session with 4th and 8th grades and continued to participate in both grades in the 6th session. The study aims to compare student achievements in math and science in different educational systems that vary in the cultural, economic and social backgrounds. The reference framework of the study was developed in cooperation with several experts in education, educational evaluation and curriculum and national coordinators of the participating countries. The activities of the Entrepreneurs Product Exhibition Omani Creations continued at the Omani Convention and Exhibition Center. The 3-day exhibition features more than 90 small and medium enterprises operating in sectors of hotel services, travel and tourism, events, organization, transportation, agencies, networking and communications, electric equipment, crafts and others. The exhibition, which is in its 4th edition, included specialized corners, including the corner of innovation that is run by the Engineering Village. The event focused on several key themes, in the activation of support and partnership opportunities. It also included a display of services for institutions such as Small and Medium Enterprises Fund and Oman Development Bank. A commemorative structure of Nizwa, capital of Islamic culture, was launched in the Wilaya of Nizwa in the Governorate of Al-Dakhiliya under the patronage of Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Hinai, State Advisor. The commemorative was established by the Ministry of Heritage and Culture in commemoration of selecting Nizwa as capital of Islamic culture 2015. The launching ceremony came to mark the first anniversary of Nizwa, capital of Islamic culture, and it is an opportunity to mark this ancient city that has long history of heritage and knowledge. His Excellency Sheikh Juma bin Hamdan Al Malik Al Sheikh, Sultan's ambassador to Sri Lanka, hosted the reception ceremony on the occasion of 46th Glorious National Day. It was attended by a number of officials from different ministries and officials, governments of units, in addition to the heads of members of Arab and foreign diplomatic missions, members of Sri Lankan Parliament, businessmen and media people. The Health Science Institute of the Ministry of Health held a ceremony to celebrate 46th Glorious National Day. It included artistic performances of the children play and some musical shows. The event came to embody meanings of allegiance and loyalty to the beloved leader and the country. It witnessed a huge participation from members of the society and government officials. It also came to highlight the development witnessed by the health sector in the Sultanate in various fields. During the celebration, the participants expressed sincere greetings and wishes on this glorious occasion, asking the Almighty to return such happy occasions on His Majesty with health, and to Oman and his nation with permanent welfare. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Darwish bin Saif Al-Mharbi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Administrative and Financial Affairs. A ceremony was held in the Niaba of Sinau, marking the 46th Glorious National Day. The event included shows performed by students and poetry recitations by some poets of the Wilaya. The participants embodied their love for the country and its leader, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, expressing their pride of achievements realized during the Blessed Renaissance March. The celebration also included the performance of some traditional arts such as Al-Rasha and Al-Azzi. New digital studios have been launched today in Sur College of Applied Sciences. The launching ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Harasi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Radio and Television. More details in the following report by Sultan bin Saif Al-Sarai.
The educational institution tried very hard to provide the best atmosphere for its students in order to get better knowledge and understanding. Therefore, the launch of these studios came as part of the college concern in providing professional studying environment, as they play a major role at enhancing students' skills in media field.
It's important for them to showcase their talents. It gives them a chance to practice what they've been learning, the theatrical side of their courses. It also provides a first-hand experience to what they will have in the future for their careers.
Radio and television studios and 2 professional computer labs were launched in this event. Undoubtedly, they will benefit students from various aspects, such as helping them to experience the professional life, and will help them to learn new skills in this context.
Studios is help us especially our measure to increase our abilities and increase our qualification will depend on the student itself to learn more and to search about the studios, about the many programs that help them and to improve their abilities.
These studios contain professional and latest technology materials which will help students to be more creative and productive, as well as help them to produce high quality and competitive work. There are various projects that can be done through these studios in both audio and visual fields. such as TV shows, radio programs, short movies, news bulletins, reports, and many other professional projects. There is no doubt that these studios will help students and will add various values for them in order to improve their skills and abilities, which in turn will help them to join the labor market. Sultan bin Saif Sarai from Sur College of Applied Sciences, South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate.
The Municipal Council of the Governorate of North Al-Batina discussed in its 8th meeting of the year a number of topics related to serving the local community and visitors of the wilaya. The meeting dealt with improving and upgrading the service facilities at fuel filling stations on the Batina Express Road. The council also discussed other service issues such as asphalting of the road leading to Wadi Al-Qanut in the wilaya of Saham due to its importance for trucks as it links between Saham and Khaboura. It also discussed identifying sites for dumping in each wilaya of the governorate due to its environmental importance. The Municipal Council of the Governorate of South Batina reviewed a number of service issues at the regular meeting. It discussed the reply of the Ministry of Housing on agricultural lands and the reply of the Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources on lighting of Al-Huqayn Al-Suwaiq Road, which was included in the 9th five-year development plan. The meeting also dealt with the reply of the Ministry of Tourism on investing touristic lands by civil companies at the governorate. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Hilal bin Saeed Al-Hajri, Governor of South Batina. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the governorates of Musandam with chances of scattered rainfall. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be north to northeast light to moderate and seas will be slight to the maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a written message from His Majesty the King of Bahrain to attend the 37th session of the GCC Supreme Council. The results of the 26th edition of Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran competition are announced. And field studies revealed the existence of 35 Arabian leopards in the mountains of Governorate of Dhofar. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Thanks for watching. Good night.